defense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he is caught and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jets at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Rodgers directing traffic. Going to change the play. They'll run with Hall. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll change things up. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Here's James returning.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Mahomes going to change things up. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Valdez-Scantling in motion left.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first time, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. He will have the first down and a bit more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 43 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In motion right is Tony. Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney.
A 16-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
39-yard line.
In motion left is Wilson. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup.
A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jets 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Attack!
Now Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. A give right side for Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
15. Hero 15.
Mahomes going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. Over. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, flag. Back north.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Jets. Luke Musgrave with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Chiefs 42, Jets 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. They find some open field here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 57. Yellow.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Yellow. 15.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a dump and a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
15. Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43, 15. Yellow. Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about...
It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
Gain of 43 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check 26. Look at you.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. Throw right side, Wilson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On third down, here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Chiefs 45, Jets 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
Hey, 43.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 24.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from a yard out. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Back north.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
150. Hey, 88. Scat 300. Scat 300. Wind out. You got 58. Zoom.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. A give to Cook out of the gun. Powering his way forward. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Inside. 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, 28 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Mahomes now on first down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Mahomes now on first down.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
First down, Kansas City.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
That's to the pylon and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
There to make the grab.
and the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jets 31.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throw caught by Musgrave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, 88.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Next to score, Chiefs 59, Jets 38.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Yellow.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
43.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, rip list. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Right side.
Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 59, Jets 45.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top.